EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Virginia Beach taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now. And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it. And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process. 2nd down and 8. Richardson looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now they'll change things up. First and 10, here's Bennett. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Bennett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the Rams at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and 3. To Akers.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Bennett.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. And Bennett will look to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Bennett completes this quickly.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Here's 3rd and 9.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Richardson back to throw it.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that foot.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for LA. 43 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And quickly, they get to the line.
They'll run here with Akers.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Richardson. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. It certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
Richardson now to throw on second down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This 2nd and 4. Bennett now to throw.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
What's good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Forced out to his left.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Bennett now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Bennett.
And that's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this.
It's caught by OBJ. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 42 yards.
And the Golden Eagles have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Richardson will throw for it.
Flushed out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll go again here with Akers.
Powers through it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Bennett working from the gun. That is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Bennett.
Wide open receiver, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw, Bennett.
And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In motion comes the tight end left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw here, Bennett. His throw incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. Back to the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. There he goes, right side. Jonathan Taylor racing to the end zone, and all the way in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Golden Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Well, Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Golden Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Matt Gay on for the extra point. is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Akers back-to-back catches. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And Bennett will look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Bennett will try to throw for this.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
A give up the middle to Akers.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Dillon up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Dillon on first down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Akers, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here now, 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A gain of 7 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. Got his man, it's Woods. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle down.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Southern California.